Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sandy if you're new, and I am just gonna make a quick little cover for my next journal. I'm excited about this one. It's one that I've been wanting to make for quite some time now. I have this really fun vintage looking fabric, and I think I actually got this last year, so I'm gonna make a cover with this. And then I have these papers that I got last year. These are designs by Reminisce Vintage Christmas Kit. And I think it just goes perfectly with this fabric. And here are all the different papers that come in this kit. Plus I bought a few extra. And yeah, I'm excited to get going on this, and I thought I'd turn the camera on. I have so far cut down, I buy this chipboard on Amazon. I'll list it down below, but I love that it's white on one side, so if you have a fabric that's a little see-through, then you have that option, but then it's craft on this side. I cover it anyway, but it works for me. So I have cut this down. These are 8 3/4 inches tall, and then this spine is 2 inches wide, and then the front and back cover are 6 inches wide. And I think that makes a good cover. Sometimes I'll go to 9 inches tall, so I'll go another 1/4 inch. But I had this in my stash, and so I went ahead and just started with the 8 3/4. So first I want to get some, I'm going to make this a kind of a smushy cover, I think. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. So I am going to get some of that batting and put some batting down on here, and then I'll put the cover on. This is the batting that I am using. It's 1/2 inch thick. And honestly, I don't know where or when I got this, if I got it at an estate sale or if I bought it, but I've had it forever. So I'm going to cut this down to be just a little bit smaller than the size of my cover. I have the batting cut out, and now I am just going to glue it on with my Fabri-Tac glue that I have right here. And I just put the glue on here. I spread it out using my little finger saver, and then I'll put the fabric down. All right, I have the foam glued on. I've left maybe like 1/8 of an inch between the spine and the front and back cover. And now I will cut the fabric down and we'll glue that on. I have full tutorials on my videos if you want to check those out, where I don't do any editing of the steps in between. So feel free to check those out. I was just trying to keep this one down lengthwise. I'm going to cut this, and then I do like to iron my fabrics because they do have some creases in them. So I'm going to cut this and then rip it. And then I am leaving about 1 inch border around the top and the bottom there. And I put this here so I can get the height measured accurately. That looks good. And we'll do a little cut right there. And I need to make it a little bit bigger cut. My Krafter is a disaster, y'all. at some point I'm going to have to stop and do some cleaning. It's so cute. And I think I'm going to do a journal topper on this one. I usually don't do journal toppers, but I thought I might give that a try. So you'll have to make sure you're subscribed and come back to see what sort of topper I make for this journal. I'm going to go iron this, and then I'll be back and glue it on. I have the fabric ironed, and now I am going to glue it on. And I used to trim the corners, but I actually like folding the corners over. I feel like it gives me a better cut corner, especially if I'm going to be putting corner protectors on. So I'll show you a couple of those with the camera on. And then again, as I'm folding all the edges over, I will be mindful of the spacing between the spine and the cover and make sure that the gap isn't too big or too small. And if you want to trim this down and make it a little bit shorter, you can definitely do that. I find that spreading the glue out, it actually doesn't show through on the fabric. So this is what we're looking like so far. So yeah, so I want to make sure that we don't have it too tight or too loose. So it might be a smidge too tight. So I'm going to fold this out and not pull that in as tight. There we go. Yeah, perfect. That's much better. Yeah, perfect. And then pull those out just a skosh. So instead of pulling that really tight, there's like a little tiny gap right there. But that is so, yeah, perfect. Okay. So now I will fold the top and the bottom, and then I do the sides last. And then I also cut right here at the spine, because I feel this lays nicer as well. And I don't go all the way to the chipboard, because then that gives it a nicer finish as well. I cut it just a little bit shy of that. And then I do pull the top and bottom fairly tight, because I want to have a nice, I don't want it to look loose on the cover. And I like doing the top and the bottom first, and then I'll come back and do the sides. It just seems to work for me. But you can see how nice this looks up top, because if you cut too far down, then it kind of shows. A little bit more glue there. But with this method, I can usually put a cover together, I don't know, I'd say in about 30 minutes from start to finish. It may be even less time. And then again, I want to pull. You don't want to pull too tight, but you want to have a nice finish like that. Just tight enough. And the more you do it, the more you'll get a feel for that. Yeah. And then it's important not to pull the sides too tight, because then this part here would get all bunched up. And then you have the bottom down here. That's nice. And then once you get the inner fabric in and the inner papers and things like that, it all gets a little bit more stable as you build up the rest of the journal. But look how nice that folds now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is so, so, so cute. Okay, so let's glue this side in. And you don't want to put too much glue either. I had a little bit too much glue right there. And then, like I said, you don't pull too tight. Yeah, that looks nice. Because you don't want to smush that in. Because if I were to pull this really tight, it slides that in like that. So, hopefully that makes sense to you all. And then I'll put, sometimes I'll do fabric on the inside cover, front and back. A lot of times I'll do decorative paper. And so that also helps keep the fabric in place. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I'll add a little bit of more glue here and there where I need it to keep everything in place. And trim some of these extra dangles there, threads. And there we have the cover done. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so cute. So this is going to be my December journal. And it won't be just for this year, I feel. I feel like it's something that I'll add on to since I'm making it a 3 signature journal. But I am absolutely loving. I love the background color of this because they could have done white and that would have just so not gotten the right vibe. This almost like vintagey color, I think, makes it. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry and then come back for the next video, and I will be cutting down the papers, and I'll also pull vintage papers and add those to the stash as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next video. Please remember to like and share and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know, do you like retro style or not? All right, see y'all in the next video. Bye.